Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come. TGIF. Hey everybody, welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. It's Friday. Oh yeah, we've come to the very end of a busy and great trading week. I hope everybody had a great trading day yesterday. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. For those of you new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. For those of you not new to the channel, do me a favor, make it a goal today to tell your friend about the channel and make them subscribe. So let's go ahead and dive right in. On the ES, so yesterday we had after the video, I put the video out pretty early in the morning, and then we had a live trading room afterwards, and a couple of things that we'd kind of looked at. So yesterday on the video, I had talked about the potential for a confirmation entry up here if you were so inclined, right? And the reason that I said a confirmation entry up here, and actually it was a little bit bigger than this, was because I really liked the NQ level much better. Well, if you notice, price came in, gave it a little touch and go, and then blew right through the area. And that's really why confirmation entries can be very valuable. Now, I did have a potential reversal at this point up here, and we did get a little bit of a move off of that area. Coming down just a smidge. In the overnight hours, we're down about 3 points. But we really had a very, very strong bullish day yesterday, but it peaked out in the early afternoon, around noontime. And so what are we looking at for today? Well, what I'm looking at for today, I think it's okay if we get above this 2852 area to start looking for breakouts to the upside. Right, so if we do get above this 2852 area, this to me is a breakout long potential, with all-time highs become in a strong possibility at that point, getting above this 2878 from earlier this year. Right, we've just about come back to the origin of that really, really, really strong drop, and we're in it right now. Now, the reason I don't think that this is going to hold very well is because we came so close to it, fell away. This little bit of sideways price just before it, didn't really hold. So I don't know that this all-time high up here is going to hold either. So I like the breakout long above this area here on the hourly chart. If we break above it today, then I'm okay holding it even over the weekend. If we don't break above it today, I may not want to hold it over the weekend, but I still might look at some of these areas down in here for potential opportunities to get long, and so I will maybe update those later on in the day. If we do drop down from there, it might look like there's a decent reversal opportunity down in here. You'd have to go to probably the smaller time period to see it cleanly. But right in through here, around this, there could be an opportunity. Now, my problem with this is this could just be a retest of this area here, which was resistance in the past. So I'm going to keep this on here, but it's purple, which means it's lower probability by definition because we didn't find it on the 60, we found it on the 15. So keep that in mind as you're looking at that level today. Now, since the Nasdaq had been weaker than the S&P, I actually had looked at a Nasdaq reversal as a better opportunity than the S&P reversal, and we did not quite get filled on the Nasdaq. In general, the Nasdaq has been weaker than the S&P. Stocks like NVIDIA have not been performing as well. Some of the leaders have been a little bit weaker, and so in doing that, we've really just been kind of on a wait and see to see if we get above this area. So I still have a short potential right here. Notice it's a dashed line trade, which means prices have to come into the area. We'd get short as it comes out. So it's just in that instance. Crude oil. We had our rollover on the contracts, which is where that gap in there comes from. But a couple of these areas in here are still valid. I'm going to remove this one here, as I'm not sure what's going to happen when we make it up to there now. So I'm going to remove that one for now before kind of looking at it. But there's nothing else I want to add to crude oil at the moment. Gold, our breakdown short in gold was a very good trade, and I don't know if any of you were able to catch that one. We had another opportunity for a breakdown here, and that was, so you had two breakdown opportunities in gold to short it, and now as we're coming back up, this up here looks like it's a potential reversal. If we don't get the reversal, we could get another breakdown below here. So just keep those both in mind. The big picture on gold still trending to the downside. Bonds, Aussie, Euro, Canadian. So in the bond market, nothing has been added. In the Aussie, we are continuing our run higher. I've already talked about taking your stop, moving it up, locking in some profit on this Aussie trade. So this one, hopefully you're able to catch and take advantage of on this one. In the euro, we had a breakout potential. So our breakout trade on the euro is beginning to run. For those of you that caught that breakout trade, it's running your direction. And then for the Canadian, we're still in between our levels. I will say the Canadian, the more and more I look at this as a potential triangle pattern for a breakout one way or the other. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm not going to mark it off at the moment because, frankly, I've already got a position set up in the euro, a position set up in the Aussie. I don't want to be too heavily weighted in my currency trades when I've also still got Nasdaq trades and S&P trades sitting out there as well. So one of the things that's important about your trading style is how many trades are you going to have on? How many things are you going to try to keep working and monitor at the same time? Great British Pound. I got a whole bunch of lines in here. Yesterday on the video that we were doing, the live trading room, we talked about the potential breakdown on here and really what a measured move looks like if we break down below. We did not yet break down below that area, so that area is still valid for a breakdown. The line above was just where to place the stop in the event of a breakdown. So this is the breakdown trade still very much in play. So too is a reversal up here, although I don't like the way that we're bouncing in front of this reversal. And so I'm going to remove this reversal at the moment. I don't like the way that we're chopping along in front of that reversal. I do like the chop, though, before a potential breakout. Japanese yen. Japanese yen on the 4-hour chart, our bigger time period, we still have, just some sideways price action to contend with. We've come up into this region now and fallen from it. So now we are coming to it again. So when I look at a 1-hour, while it does appear that we're coming to what could be a good reversal point up here, that is pretty much a retest of all this to the left. So I'm not going to be willing to short that right there. I might be much more inclined to look at a potential long. All right, so here we have one formed around the Australian market open, and here's one formed around the European market open. So this is a very small risk trade that might be worth looking at. I don't want to do too many in the currencies, though, so balance how many you have. In copper, we still have a short level set up above us there, and then in nat gas, we've got our level set up down here. So, with that being said, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Remember, tradersarmy.com. We have another live trading room this week. If you were part of the live trading room last Sunday, then you were hopefully on board and caught that gold breakout that worked really well. I had tweeted out a picture. The crude oil trade was a small loss, and the gold trade was about a 10-to-1 winner. I'll take those any day of the week, and that's really, ideally what trading is all about. So, and then some of our options trades are still running. The option swing trades are still running. So, thanks so much, everybody. If you need anything, please feel free to send me an email, chuck@iiefinancial.com. Until then, I will